Friends, so I want to start off with a massive thank you, right, to all of those drivers just pushing out the stories, pushing out the press releases, distributing flyers. And by the way, I've had some awesome flyers made up, so hit me up. You can email me at that email above, torsten@gigrocket.com, and I'll send you flyers if you want to print them out for tomorrow. I've had reporters, TV stations contacting me from every corner in the United States, even abroad. I've had groups from Melbourne and Sydney saying, hey, we have a group together and we are going to be striking for safety and fuel fairness. Basically these two things, right? And get the hashtag going, step up for drivers. And if they don't step up for drivers, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, the next campaign will rally again. What's up? Karen's in the house. Phoenix is in the house. We're going to step up again, right? And we're going to hammer them once again. So the movement here starts step up for drivers. Huge shout out to Rideshare Drivers United. They put all their weight behind the strike and sent out emails to all of their members. I've had reporters and media stations and Zoom calls. So we've made a lot of noise. You guys have made a ton of noise. I have contacted many people. I just to show you, I just got all the flyers back for tomorrow. We're going to do LA. Anybody wants to meet me, anybody in LA, please, at 1 p.m. at the In and Out at LAX. I'll be there and I'll be calling a couple of TV stations down there. Right, we have all the banners ready, and then you guys are going to really... this one hits hard. Remember Christina? This is a driver. She was shot in the back of the head, and she no longer is the mother of 4 kids. So we are standing up for all of the drivers, including Christina. We're going to remember all of those drivers that were killed, carjacked, murdered, stabbed, shot, raped, assaulted. This was extremely hard for every driver to comprehend what happened here. This was beyond sad, right? So I've made all the banners. We have lots and lots of different banners for tomorrow for LA, a whole bunch of different designed ones. And anybody that wants the banners, just email me. Just email me. My email is in the title, torsten@gigrocket.com. I'll send them out to you and you can print them, whether you want to make big ones, small ones. The main thing is here, we are pushing these 2 or 3 items, and that is, we want better safety, we want fuel fairness, we want more assistance, right? And by the way, like Lyft just announced, Lyft just announced that they are copying Uber with 55 cents, right? And the first drivers are reporting back to me that some people are not even getting 55 cents. Some people are getting 40 cents and 45 cents. So, and then all these conditions, right? All these conditions, how you going to get the money? Right, all of these conditions that they're putting in order to qualify for that, right? Right, all of these conditions. I'm sure you've seen this here. I'm sure you've seen this. So this is what we're striking about, right? We are not happy with the 55 cents. We are not happy with the 45 cents. Eustace in the house. Diego's in the house. Diego says it's a joke, and he's an LA driver. It's an absolute joke. How can you go out and take a long trip? And what is the 55 cents going to do for you? Nothing. It's going to literally like evaporate in the sun. That 55 cents is not going to cut it. Smash the like button. So I went out and got a ton of banners for tomorrow. Any LA drivers that can be there at 1 p.m. at In and Out, hit me up. Please email me or text me, right? So I can give the TV and the media a bit of a head count. And if you want to jump in front of the cameras, you don't have to say your name, but you basically are showing up at airports, at areas all around the globe, in a lot of cities, and you're standing for something. And what are you standing for? You're standing for, you demand better safety, you demand fuel fairness, right? You want more assistance at the fuel pump, and you want better pay. And when I say better pay, they got to step it up on the per mile, per minute rate. It's got to happen, right? If you want to contribute anything towards the campaign, I'll leave the Venmo address underneath, or you can make a contribution through the live feeds just to pay designers, print, staples, websites, the sheer hours that go into talking into, taking Zoom meetings, talking to reporters, paying for press releases, having press releases drawn up. A lot of people don't realize that stuff ain't free, right? And so far, some drivers have contributed. Thank you very much. And we're definitely going to get this going here. Step Up for Drivers. We're going to make that a national and international campaign. We're going to start branding this, and we're going to start blowing this out. So if need be, we then create the next protest or strike, Step Up for Drivers. And I'm pretty sure if I reach out to some of my ultra wealthy clients and friends, I'm sure that they will put money in that for us, right? So we can, print signs. When you go to these protests or strikes, like let's say Rideshare Drivers United, RDU does a great job down at LAX. A lot of money goes into that because you got to print all these banners, you got to get the sticks, you got to glue it, you got to prepare. But so they say here gas prices have hit record highs. Ooh, help is here. I don't call that help, right? I don't call 55 cents and Lyft. I don't call Lyft is following suit, helping you offset the costs, the cost of gas. We know that increased gas prices are impacting you. So starting next week, you'll be earning a 55 cents fuel charge. Next week, right? At least Uber started it today. They started on March the 17th, right? I've seen some people already report on the fact that it's showing up in their apps. For example, here you can see at the bottom, how do they word it? They word it as temporary fuel surcharge. So the one good thing is that after the trip, you're immediately getting the surcharge. None of this, okay, we got to do 40 trips to get $22. A lot of people were saying, oh, you had to do 40 trips to get $22. No, it shows up here instantaneously at 55 cents. Now, 55 cents might make sense when you're doing a 1 or 2 mile trip. But as soon as you're doing 5, 10, 15 mile trip, driving there, picking them up, and then taking them to the destination, that 55 cents just evaporates. It's nothing. So, and this is why one of the main reasons, my friends, we are fighting for fuel fairness and safety, right? And we're honoring this lady here, Christina, and all the fallen ones and all the lives we can save in the future, right? This is a big one for me. This is like one of my big personal beefs with these gig companies, is that they haven't done enough when it comes to safety, right? I don't want to see more Christinas pay a price in a Lyft or an Uber vehicle, right? And end up getting stabbed or shot, right? None of these people in this channel should ever go through or face, or their families should ever face what Christina's family is going through, right? So we honor this lady and all the other drivers that have paid the ultimate price, and that is they've lost their life because the companies could have genuinely done more. You and I know the companies can do so much more, but they're okay taking the money from criminals and thugs and rapists with prepaid cards. They seem to be fine with that. They also seem seem to be fine that they don't need the IDs or their photos or their names. The companies seem to be fine with that. And once they drop their guard, once they lower their standards, their safety standards, this is what happens, right? A mother of 4 gets shot in the back of the head and gets killed. If we can put an end to this because we take a stand, we've done our job. So LA drivers, tomorrow, please, I have many of these different type of banners and posters, all different sizes and designs. We'll hand them out, and let's just let the press take photos and let the cameras roll, the TV cameras roll. And if you want to step up and say, hey, this is why I'm striking, you know, stand up, have a voice. Diego says they don't care about drivers, they care about the money. That is well established, my friend. That seems to be the formula there, right? So we have 42 people in the house. Smash the like button, please. Anyone who needs those banners or flyers, hit me up, Torsten at Gig Rocket. I will email them to you. And I'm going to be pushing really, really hard the next 2 days, right? And then tomorrow I'm going to show up. I'll be there from about 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon onwards at In and Out in that little park, right? There's a little park next to In and Out. All the LAX drivers know it. Diego knows it. Slick Nick knows it. You can donate through Venmo or straight here, Diego. Much appreciated, right? I like that. I like your thinking. Somebody just said, and I don't want to just say somebody because you obviously have a name. Esmeralda said, next strike, Cinco de Mayo. If need be, we will strike Cinco de Mayo. If need be, we will strike 4th of July under the banner of Step Up for Drivers, right? We're really going to brand this like crazy right now, right? Because I got a lot of good designs back just in time from the designers, started printing them out. We're going to get them out. Vegas has a huge crowd gathering. Phoenix is stepping up big time and just doing the numbers. I mean, this is going to cost Uber and Lyft and other companies millions and millions and millions of dollars. Because if 20, 30, 40, 50,000 drivers participate and they are losing $200 per driver and upwards per day, do the math, right? Do the math. Brian says stick up for drivers. So smash the like button there. I've got 31. It looks like this here. Smash the like button if you can. We're on 31. Let's get it up. And Diego, I'm with you. If we need to strike for a week, we will strike for a week, right? Under the banner of Step Up for Drivers. If they do not step up for drivers on fuel fairness, on better pay and safety, guess what? We will strike again. And like Diego said, maybe we hit them for an entire week. It's worth it, my friends. It's worth it if we squeeze them for a week. If we can save a couple of lives in the future, if we can get better participation, not this temporary BS fuel assistance of 55 cents. It's pathetic, right? Christina says, I'm in Vegas, not sure of the location. We're going to be at the airport there. Ranjat Singh, we're working on it, my friend. Just updating you there quickly. And let's see. David Nichols says, peel off your decals so no one mistakes you for an active driver. Brian says, justice for drivers. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you say justice for drivers? Here, check this out. You just called it justice. Justice for Christina. Justice for that gentleman in Melbourne who was stabbed 7 times yesterday. Justice for all the drivers and food delivery drivers killed in Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Chicago, and other cities around the world. Yeah, we want justice, and we're going to get the justice tomorrow, right? This cannot happen, my friends. I've had enough, right? And if you want to stop this nonsense. If you want to stop their shenanigans, we got to hit them where it hurts them most, right? And that is in their wallets, right? This is what they understand. When you take thousands and thousands and thousands of these out of their business accounts because you strike for a day, this is the language they understand, right? This here, the US dollar, this blue one, you know, you cost them a couple of million of these over 3 strikes and they will listen. And unfortunately, that's what we have to resort to, right? A lot of the interviewers, a lot of the reporters, a lot of the media have asked me, are you the person initiating the strike? And my answer to them is simple. I am part of the strike. The drivers chose, we did a survey, we asked people, the drivers wanted the strike to start as soon as possible, and the first high impact day was St. Patrick's Day. That is what the drivers chose. And the drivers chose the topics: safety, better pay, and most importantly, safety most important, you know, so we don't lose you or others in the future. Better gas assistance and better pay. Those 3 things. That's what we're fighting for tomorrow, right? Circulate the video, share in Facebook, hit me up if you need the flyers, right? Hit me up. Plenty coming your way. You can print them out, big or small. And we are going to make a lot of noise. And just by the text messages and emails I'm getting, we are making a ton of noise. Just answering my son here quickly. We're making a lot of noise. Here's another one. Associate editor at Copper Courier in Phoenix. They reached out to me, so I'm going to, and just another message that just came in right now. So I'm going to contact them back as well. So thanks to all those media, reporters, TV stations, cameramen that are participating, that are amplifying our voice. Thank you very much. He says, bro, we need a minimum 90 per mile. Absolutely. Mark Reeve says, one of my worst stories is picking up 2 14-year-old boys. One of them had a pistol and they were threatening me. You know what? 2 14-year-olds and one is threatening with a pistol. A, where did they get that damn pistol from? Right? It's not licensed to them. And B, who the F do they think they are? Like holding you hostage at gunpoint. You know, that's really, I'm sorry to say, but that's, you know, if you have a gun, hopefully you pop them first, both of them. They got to go. You got to send a loud and clear message to anyone threatening you with a gun. Or maybe you give up your car and say, hey, here are the keys. You get out the car, they think they're in the free and clear, and then you just pop them through the window, right? I don't know how that's going to stand up in the court of law, right? But you come first. My message to you, Dara Koshashawi, is plain and simple. My message to you, Tony Zhu at DoorDash, is plain and simple. My message to you, Logan Green and John Zimmer at Lyft, it's plain and simple, right? Let me spell it out for you. Why drivers worldwide are striking tomorrow, March the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Let me get back to me and tell me how many millions of dollars you lose tomorrow, right? But I'm going to send a message to those CEOs and spell it out crystal clear. So if they want to look into my crystal ball, here it is. This is why we are striking. You're not keeping us safe. You can do so much more. You know it. Here, look into my crystal ball, right? Your fuel assistance is pathetic. 55 cents just won't cut it. And again, look deeper into my crystal ball, right? And if you look right into the middle of that crystal ball, James Campbell in the house, I really appreciate you, my friend. James endorses this man. I endorse James. James endorses me. Thank you. And the third message, dear CEOs, look into my crystal ball. It says there, we need better earnings, right? How are you expecting us to operate and survive Monday to Monday and do all these trips for you if you are paying us pennies, right? You expect us to go out there 24/7. You expect us to cart your clients around, your passengers around. You expect to get paid as a CEO, $42 million, but you're not willing to pay. So that's what my message is in my, can you shout me out? I'm in Melbourne in the house. I did shout you out, Max D, Max Die. Just get a huge shout out to Melbourne. There we go. I stand with my brothers and sisters in Australia. I respect them. Fantastic rugby players. I played many touring Australian rugby schools when they came to South Africa. Man, the guys are tough as rocks, right? We got our asses handed to us. Some of our school teams when these Australians tour, they're tough as nails. Kevin, 499 Philadelphia airports, gather at the cell phone waiting lots. We will be hanging out signs and raising awareness. Yeah! Shout out Kevin, shout out Philly. And Philly needs help. Philly understands. Kevin understands what safety is. Those guys are hurting there. The highest carjackings, the highest murder rates in the country are in Philadelphia. So let's hear it for our Philly. Let's stand up for our Philly drivers and riders. And this is not just about the drivers, my friends. This is also about the riders. And guess what? This is also about the taxi drivers, the private drivers, the chauffeur drivers, the limo drivers, the shuttle drivers, the bus drivers. This is about all your safety. This is about that the companies pay you better. This is about that you get more assistance at the pump. Ace is in the house. He says corporations seek for greater profit so that they can pay their CEOs. 100% right. Dylan Gannon says the gas price increase is going to increase ride demand. The gas price increase is going to increase ride demand. Interesting one. I don't know how you get to that point, but you can explain yourself, right? Because no matter whether they take their car, no matter whether they jump in a Lyft or a rideshare vehicle, what you need to operate these vehicles is gas. Whether you're operating your own car or a rideshare car, it's going to both be equally expensive. But I'm open to hear the theory why there will be more demand by riders as the gas price goes up. Please, if you can give me a super good reason, I'm with you. David says Memorial Day Saturday. I'm all in. Listen, if they don't listen this time, CEOs, listen up. If you do not address our three main issues this time, we're going to raise a lot of money and I'm going to get some big hitters behind this, right? And we're going to blow this up. This is your appetizer. Tomorrow you're going to lose several $1 million. And whether it's Memorial Day, Cinco de Mayo, July the 4th, we're going to hit you on the most busiest days and your losses are just going to start climbing, right? It's my promise. It's my word to you, Mr. Darakosha. I'm going to cost you millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know why? Because I have an army. There are an army of millions of drivers out there that you are not respecting. You're disrespecting them. You're ignoring them. You're not listening to them. You're not acting on their requests. So what do we need to do? Maybe we need to shout a little bit harder. Maybe we need to strike more often. Maybe we need to strike longer. But I will guarantee you, Mr. Koshashawi, and I will guarantee you, Mr. Logan Green, John Zimmer, Tony Zhu, you will be listening because it's going to go on and on and on if you do not address the three main factors, right? Rosario is in the house. Lyft has agreed to pay 55 cents. Called it, right? I said they would match it, right? The good thing is, you guys were extremely vocal the last 2 weeks in social media, right? Dom says supply and demand, absolutely. Got to raise the rates, correct. Absolutely right, that is true. The more it costs to operate your own vehicle, people will be inclined to choose alternatives such as rideshare. That is also Dylan, that is a very accurate statement, correct. Cody says, short their stock because demand will go down. 2008 is a good baseline for this. I like your thinking, my friend. So, Atizida God TV says Uber and Lyft stock prices are down right now. That's correct. Levy is in the house. His riders are not filling their tanks. They would rather use yours and wear and tear on yours. Dom says, if the pump says $10, what are you going to do? Pump gas? If an Uber says $10 for 2 miles, what are you going to do? Pay the price, so raise them. Thank you. You guys are all on the money. All of you understand the formula. The companies don't seem to understand the formula. The companies are really enjoying taking advantage of their people. And it's our job to stop them. Right? It's our job to stop them. There was another. Look at this. I mean, I'm telling you right now. Look at this. Rideshare Drivers United. Massive, massive organization. Let me read it to you there. Hi, Torsten. Hi, Torsten. As you may have heard, the rideshare professor has called for a work stoppage on March the 17th, right? Asking drivers to turn their apps off to protest poor safety conditions and high gas prices. Perfectly and accurately said in the opening statement, right? They sent this out to lots of drivers, right? Although this is not a RDU lead action, they say, although they did not organize, we stand, listen to this, we stand in solidarity with the principles of the strike. They stand with us, right? Currently, more than 2,200, thanks to you guys, have signed a petition about driver safety. We delivered that petition to Lyft and have filed complaints against Lyft and Uber related to COVID safety. We also continue to encourage our members to sign our gas petition, making a clear and direct statement to Lyft and Uber that drivers need meaningful changes to our pay if we are going to survive the impacts of inflation and high gas prices. Now, many people have signed the petition. I'm going to put the link underneath there again. But what I'm trying to say is, you think we haven't started a movement? We have started the most powerful resistance, my friends, right? We have started a movement here, right? We have the attention of the media, of reporters, of the newspapers. We have the attention of some of the largest organizations representing drivers, and they're even quoting us. You know, they're quoting it, right? And again, if they want to say, okay, rideshare professor has called for a strike, I would just say to them, we are all calling for a strike. This is not my strike. This is our strike. And our is the definition of our family, right? Our is the definition of millions and millions of gig soldiers. That's what I call you, gig soldiers, right? Because together we're going to make it. And smash the like button, please. And if you do stand for something, if you do want to remember Christina and all the other drivers that have been killed, murdered, assaulted, stabbed, shot, carjacked, switch off your apps tomorrow. Switch off your apps tomorrow, right? If you stand with her, right? If you want justice for Christina and for all those who have lost their lives or almost lost their lives, went to hospital, had to pay exorbitant hospital fees, and are maybe out, maybe they're driving again, maybe they have so much PTSD that they said never ever again. I'm guessing anybody that's been attacked in a car or stabbed or shot is not going back, right? But this is who we're fighting for tomorrow. This is who we are switching our apps off tomorrow. for Christina, for all the lost ones, for their families, right? And for all the lives we can save. And when many people said, oh, let's choose July the 4th as the actual protest, we don't have the time, ladies and gentlemen, to wait March, April, June, July. How many lives are we going to lose in 3 to 4 months? We strike now, we protest now, we start the movement, right? We start the movement, and if they don't listen to us, we come back even stronger. Whether it's Cinco de Mayo, whether it's Memorial Day, whether it's Halloween, whether it's July the 4th, we will hit them hard on their most lucrative days. And I want to apologize in advance to all riders who are not going to get a trip tomorrow. The media has explained to you, go and get yourself a designated driver, right? In my reports, in my interviews, in my Zoom calls with TV stations and reporters, I've said, please notify the public and the riders who are trying to get a rideshare trip on St. Patrick's Day that they need a designated driver. We are not just fighting for the drivers, we are also fighting for the riders' safety on March the 17th. And they will understand, right, or they'll party at home, or they'll drink the green juice with the vodka tomorrow and thank God they're not going to puke in your car if you're not on the road, but they will understand why we are striking. We are striking for our safety. We are striking for their safety. We are striking for them being tagged with all these additional costs, gas costs. We are fighting for our poor fuel assistance, right? So they will understand why, and I made that very clear to every reporter and every TV station. They will understand why we are striking. Some people say, oh, shame on you, you can't strike on St. Patrick's Day. Well, when are you going to strike? Are you going to strike on a day that is not attached? The way, and I've done my master's in marketing, the way you get the maximum impact is you choose a day of impact. You don't just choose any arbitrary day that has no significance. No. People know that on St. Patrick's Day, safety is big because people drink a lot. And don't take us for granted. You see, they're taking us for granted. They're exploiting us and they are using us. So this is why we are choosing a marketing day, which is an international marketing day. It's not just the United States. We are fighting just as much for drivers in Melbourne and Sydney. We're fighting just as much for our brothers and sisters in London. We're fighting just as much for our brothers and sisters in Vancouver and Toronto, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Berlin, Osaka, Kobe, Portugal, Lisbon, Madrid, Barcelona, you name it. We're fighting for all of you, right? So switch off your apps. Is it immoral to request an Uber ride tomorrow? I don't think it's immoral, right? And if you have to drive because you have a payment to make or you have to pay your Hertz payment, I understand that. There's no gun on your head that says you have to, right? But if you truly stand and if you stand for something and you are sick and tired of being ignored and you are sick and tired of being bullied and manipulated by these algorithms to exploit and extract the maximum out of your pockets for their gain, for their benefit, then you need to strike. Then you truly need to stand for something, right? Because otherwise this abuse is going to go on and on and on. That's why we got to stop it, right? So we are challenging tomorrow, my friends, we are challenging the algorithmic bosses. Yep, we are challenging you, Mr. Algorithmic Boss Dara Khosrowshahi. Tomorrow we are challenging you, Mr. Algorithmic Boss Tony Zhu. Tomorrow we are challenging you, Algorithmic Boss Logan Green and John Zimmer, right? We are challenging your algorithms tomorrow because your algorithms have to step up. Step up with gas assistance, step up with pay, and step up with safety, right? America says get a real job. This is a real job. This is where people made a lot of money, right? And if a comment like that, get a real job, how do you drive your ass around when you're drunk, right? Or when you're crying at 2 a.m. in Hollywood and you come out the club and you can't get a ride, then you will appreciate and take back those words, right? Roger says, anyone knows where they're gathering in Las Vegas. And don't forget to shut off roadies, garbage apps also. You can cry and bitch as much as you want, America's News Channel. Your ass is left behind tomorrow, right? You're going to sit there by the side of the road, or I highly suggest you go out and get your little skateboard, right? Because who knows, you might not even own a car. So we will teach you a fantastic lesson tomorrow, right? We're going to teach this guy a fantastic lesson tomorrow. A fantastic lesson tomorrow. A fantastic lesson tomorrow. So do me a favor. It doesn't matter Uber, it doesn't matter Yego, I just slapped him out of the room because I don't take people's nonsense like that. When you are a spineless little coward and you have no balls, no ganoonies, no ovaries, and you don't stand for anything in life, I can't fight with you. You're no use to me, right? I might as well take a cat or a dog to battle. It'll do more damage than that little America, whatever guy. Kevin, I had to stop driving in Chicago due to all the carjackings. And I understand that, Kevin, and I think you did the right thing. Not only do I think you did the right thing, I know you did the right thing, because if that bothers you so much, you cannot sleep at night, your family cannot sleep at night, and you made the right choice. I'm 100% behind you. California Adventure says they were talking about the strike on radio in San Diego. Listen, I'm getting the emails and text message. They're talking it about on the radio. Last night, they ran it on the 10 o'clock news in multiple cities. Florida, watch the next video coming up here. Let me just get that ready. Where is the Florida video coming out? I'll show you. The Florida video has already, the Florida TV interview has already run. Sydney stands for the rally on the 17th March. Thank you, Ranjat Singh. We appreciate you. So 5 p.m. I got another one coming out. So right, we'll slap those Uber employees down, right? They got to realize they don't make money if we don't bring in the cash. They're not running in Pennsylvania. But in Pennsylvania we got a lot of foot soldiers there. Got a lot of foot soldiers participating. The service charge of 25% is high. They're taking a lot from us. That is true. That is true. Derek's in the house, says Uber and Lyft Convoy. If you can organize that, thank you. Anybody that needs flyers, Philadelphia here, I won't be driving. There we go. Thank you, my friend. Levy says we make the whole system work at our expenses. We're the boss here. James knows that, right? We're the boss. We're in the front seat, right? Your clients are our guests. Your clients are guests in my office. My office is the car. Whether it's an SUV or whether it's a Toyota Prius or whether it's a Tesla EV, it's your office. And their clients are guests in our office. We can deny them as we wish. Just if you like the same, if you're a restaurant manager, if somebody's acting obnoxious and is shouting at your staff, you kick them out. It's your restaurant. You're the manager, you're the owner, you kick them out, right? My friends, always understand this. You are the boss of your car, not Uber and Lyft. They're not, those algorithmic bosses ain't gonna dictate to you who can be in your car or how you should be working your job. No, if we are bringing you the money, treat us as true independent contractors. Meaning, show us where we're driving to, Show us who's getting in our car. We want to see real IDs, real names. We don't want any prepaid cards. We don't want any thugs and criminals in our backseat, right? We get to determine the rates, right? We've been through this already with a multiplier. It works, right? We get to dictate the rates, and we can hop in the car when we want. Because if we hop in the car at 5 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Darrow Koshashawi, your company is making money. If she or he hops in the car at lunchtime at 1 p.m. and goes to a business park and drives a couple of business people to a luncheon, you are making money. If he or she is at 8 p.m. at the airport at LAX or Phoenix or in San Francisco or New York or JFK or John Wayne Airport or O'Hare or McCarran Airport, you making money. So we're the independent contractors, right? Never forget that. What happened to the fare multiplier? Well, they promised it to the people for their vote. They got their vote, and then they took it away. Ask any California driver what they think about that. Give me 1 second. I have the Foo Fighters on the line here. A little request from the Foo Fighters. Got to get back to them right away. Un momento, por favor. One second, please. I can't do this trip. I'm going to shoot it to one of my other drivers. I don't think this driver's going to be able to do it. Who has an SUV in LA? I'm in a live feed. Who right now has an SUV in LA? Hit me up. Orange County, California no longer has the surge price guarantee, so you better believe I won't drive tomorrow. Debbie Schweigert says, greetings from New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. Debbie's in the house. Say hello. Say my name. Say my name. Wesley's in the house. Bring back the multiplier. Hello. Multiplier? You're actually a step towards independent contractor, right? Debbie, Philadelphia, sending their regards. Driving HP exec today who told me that they provided Uber most of what we were asking for 3 years ago, and Uber did not implement the suggestions. Wow. Wow. Good feedback. Thank you, Mark Maracini. Maracini, that sounds Italiano? Va bene? So, tomorrow we remember Christina. We remember all of those names that are no longer with us. And, oh, I like the little logo snuck in there. See the little gremlin. This little freak thing here. This little freak thing. It's a freak. It's an Uber fuel freak. Drivers unite. Si Italiano, va bene. Mille grazie. Thank you for being here. Mille grazie, Marco. So, tomorrow, my friends. Hey, even if you are in Firenze, Milano, Roma, wherever you're driving in Italy, stand with us, right? Wherever you are driving in Italy, stand with us. I know that Uber's in a lot of the big cities. Venezia, right? Wesley says, I will not drive tomorrow for sure. And listen, The amount of press, the amount of radio stations, the amount of reporters that have contacted me, right? If I just do the basic math, and if 50 to 100,000 drivers are not driving tomorrow out of those millions, they have lost 15, 20 upwards $1 million tomorrow. And that's the beginning. That is the beginning. Because we are going to step up for drivers big time. Portland, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, if you email me, the title has my email, I will send you the posters right away. Criminals don't discriminate the city or country. Very true. Simple car detailing, I like it. I'm done with Uber, I'm going to burn my Prius inside LAX. I love it. Said it. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my Prius. You know that I'm not a driver. I'm going to burn my Prius. Come on, baby, light my Prius. Sports cards, glad to see you here from Philly. Philly in the house. Shout out, we got 79 people. If you can just smash, it looks like this. It's a thumbs up. The more thumbs up we get, the higher we climb in the YouTube videos, because they put weight on this, right, in the algorithms. And who are we fighting tomorrow? We are fighting the algorithmic bosses, Dara, Tony, Logan, and all the other algorithmic bosses. We're fighting them tomorrow. We got 80. Got 80 thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Unsafe Philly drive, need a bulletproof, yeah. Dara Koshashawi, no more talking, right? No more empty promises, no more... None of that. We don't want any of that blah, 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 blah. We want action. Rage against the machine. You know, interesting about Rage Against the Machine, my client, David Grohl from the Foo Fighters, told me that Rage Against the Machine is one of the best concerts he's ever watched, live performance. So there we go. We are going to rage against the technology machine tomorrow. We are going to rage big time against the technology machine tomorrow. And we are going to hashtag step up for drivers. I hope the CEOs notice a difference. They will. Stroker says, stay safe, everyone. Thank you. That's a powerful message. Stay safe. We can just always wish that to all of our drivers. Be safe, stay safe. Be safe, stay safe. Anyone that needs the posters or the banners, shout, email me. I'll send them to you. Anybody that needs different types of posters, anybody that wants to remember the fallen drivers, the dead drivers, hit me up. Torsten at gigrocket.com, my name at gigrocket.com. I will send them out to you ASAP. And now, Lyft has announced they're following suit with 55 cents. I'm sorry. It's one of the reasons we're striking, because 55 cents ain't going to do anything for you and I. 55 cents Lyft, it ain't going to do anything on a long trip, right? Driving 7 to 10 miles to pick someone up, and another 55 cents for a 20-mile trip, 15, 20-mile trip, simply ain't going to cut it. Simply ain't going to cut it. And Lyft hasn't even started the assistance. They say, oh, next week. You know, I mean, gotta say, Uber's one ahead of them on that. The decent Uber, as of today, you see at the bottom, the 55 cents is already showing up. Right? Not much at all, but it's showing up. Way ahead of Lyft, who said, oh, it's going to come sometime next week. 55, you're not even going to get 55 cents if you're driving a Tesla. They're not going to contribute 55 cents towards electric charging. This is just on gas, right? It's just on gas, my friends. Got a lot of Look at this article that came out today, Business Insider. Huge one. What does it say here? Let's read this out loud. Uber and Lyft drivers are frustrated by surging gas prices following the Ukraine invasion. It's only a matter of time before customers start paying more for rides. If you tell, look, and this is one of the outlets that I contacted, right? And once you go to the actual story, let's see. Tell me we're not making a difference. Like, I'm not wasting my time been contacting all of these people, and it pays off right there. Listen to this. Pays off, my friends. Can't tell me it doesn't pay off. You can't tell me we're not making noise. This is one of the most, this is like Bloomberg or Forbes, right? Business Insider, same caliber, right? One rideshare YouTuber, Torsten, could have known as the Rideshare Professor, is promoting a driver strike on March the 17th. Thank you, Mr. Journalist of the Business Insider, for supporting us. Slick Nick, tomorrow 1 p.m., I'm counting on you. I got your banner ready. Thank you, my friend. Tell all the other drivers as well. I'm going to see Slick Nick there at 1 p.m. So here it says, one rideshare YouTuber, Torsten, could have known as the Rideshare Professor, is promoting a driver strike on March the 17th to protest safety and pay issues tied to higher gas prices. Right? Hello? Does that sound familiar? Hello? Rideshare Trickster in the house. Thank you, my brother. Does that sound familiar? Right? So Business Insider, thank you. There's a petition on coworker.org asking Uber and Lyft to take smaller commissions and raise prices to ease the pain of increasing gas prices. Right? Put that out there. And who do I have to give a shout out to? Gabrielle Binas. Thank you, Gabrielle. Thank you for supporting drivers. Thank you for running the story in the Business Insider. Thank you, Phoenix, for running the story. Thank you, Florida, for running the story. Thank you to all of those reporters and TV stations that are backing us, and a lot of them are showing up tomorrow. I've invited multiple TV stations to LA tomorrow, right? To LA to interview us. So please be there if you are in LA. We're meeting at that park next to In and Out. Nick, you know that one, the park right next to In and Out by LAX? That's where we're meeting, folks. So drivers, 1 p.m., New York is in the house, 1 p.m. at that park next to LAX, In and Out. There's a little park there, right? Jennifer says, I sent an email for banner for Christina in it for the strike. Awesome. And if you want to see the banner that we made, right, to honor Christina, here it is. Here it is. If you want to honor Christina and all of those others, shot, killed, stabbed, murdered, carjacked, take a stand tomorrow. Take a stand. We have 92 likes. I will. Jennifer, I promise. Jennifer, if you can email me at the email in the title, it says Torsten at GigRocket, and say I need banners, or Yidanek, I need the banners, they're coming your way. 100%. I'll do it right after the live feed. Right after it. Right? You're welcome, Simo. This is a joint effort. Eddie says mid-size SUV. Eddie Morales, are you in LA? All right, my friends. I got to get back to several new reporters and return their emails and do some more interviews right now for the next few hours. Lyft is not even paying the 55 cents yet. Uber is, Lyft is not. Please hashtag step up for drivers. If everybody can put it in their comments box right now, I'd put Christina on my social media groups if I can get the pic of Christina. I will do. Just email me, Torsten at GigRocket. I'll send it to you right away. Okay, perfect. Nick, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome, Yahil Padilla. You're absolutely, shout out to the Bay Area. Fire sale, get on social media, everyone, and blast this. Thank you, Fire Sale 5. Fire sale, high five. Fire sale, high five. Blast it on social media. He knows about marketing. That's where we get it out. Go tweet it, go Facebook it, make videos, Instagram it, Step Up for Drivers. There we go. Thank you. Hashtag Step Up for Drivers. Tim Hogan, put in your bio profile on the Uber app. That's it. Like on the Rider app. Hey, dear Rider, you want to be in the back of our car? Well, show your face, show your real name, and please don't sign up with a prepaid Lyft or Visa card, right? We want to know who's behind us. We want to know who's in the back seat. That's what we say. Step up for drivers, companies. All those algorithmic bosses are going to hear us loud and clear. Step up for drivers, says Jennifer. Diego says, I just emailed you, bro. Okay, cool. Let me see, Diego. I'm sure I've got several emails here. Send me the flyers, will do. Yedinek emailed me. Jennifer emailed me. Sarah emailed me. Dane emailed me. It's coming. Cool. Got a lot of messages. I'm going to get back to all of you. No picture, no ride. I like it. Renshin Dakpa, thank you. Step Up for Drivers from New York City. Thank you. You don't need a color printer. Just make it black and white. Slick Nick, I have some banners for you. You don't have to spend any money. I had many. I paid for many to be printed out. I will have enough for the LA drivers tomorrow. So you just show up. 96, we got to get to 100, baby. I need 4 more. 4 por favor. 4 por favor. 4 bitte. 1, 2, 3, 4 s'il vous plaît. There we go. All languages. I need 4. Wir brauchen 4 bitte. 4 por favor. 4 s'il vous plaît. Diego, I got it. As soon as I'm off this live feed, you're getting it. We're on 100. Thank you. Thanks to you. And you know what sound the little Uber gremlin makes? What sound do you make, Uber gremlin? That's it. Scary MF. Total scare me. Deutsch. Wer spricht Deutsch? Birgit Ott, du sprichst Deutsch? Wunderbar. Wunderbar. Wo bist du geboren, Birgit? Wo in Deutschland? Hamburg, Düsseldorf, München? Wo kommst du her? Birgit Ott? That name sounds extremely familiar. Almost sounds like somebody I went to school with. We got 104 likes. We have 75 people in the house. 75. Berlin, wunderbar. We got Berlin in the house. Wir haben Birgit Ott aus Berlin, Deutschland. Wunderbar. Strike with us tomorrow. Birgit, wenn du kannst, morgen kein App anschalten. Kein Uber, kein Lyft, bitte. This is my message to Birgit. She knows what I mean. I laugh every time that little Uber gremlin screams. You want to hear it scream one more time? Hey, little Uber gremlin, what sound do you make? AZ love, sending Arizona love to the AZ. Hey AZ, thank you. Thank you for meeting the reporters. We got an amazing We got an amazing story out of Arizona yesterday, right? Got him. Oh my God, I got so much work on it. Still make so many videos. Let's see. Let's see the story out of Arizona. Let's see, ABC 15. You want to see another one? Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Some new developments tonight as the impact of soaring gas prices forces rideshare drivers to take a stand. Hundreds nationwide planning to strike on Thursday. Here's ABC 15's Ashley Paredes.
Strike, baby.
Liza Brunn loves working as a rideshare driver in the Valley,
giving them safe rides,
completing more than 17,000 rides in 6.5 years. But lately, she says it's been difficult.
Yes, it's hard to pay bills. It is. And sometimes I don't have food.
The rising gas prices hitting drivers hard. Uber and Lyft trying to help offset that with a temporary surcharge put on the riders. Many, though, don't believe it does enough.
Last week, I drove 7 days in a row. I spent over $250 in gasoline. So that doesn't even cut it.
They aren't the only ones upset.
We are going to our hotel in Peoria, and that's what the cost is going to be, $100.
So are those relying on a ride.
Yeah, it's pretty high, but to be honest, I mean, it's almost the only alternative because rental cars are super expensive also, so it seems like any means of transportation right now.
ABC 15 also looking into the rates. A trip from Sky Harbor to Old Town Scottsdale Tuesday evening, nearly $40 on Uber and more than $40 on Lyft.
It's pretty expensive for sure.
As for drivers, they're taking a stand, planning a strike on St. Patrick's Day worldwide. The man behind it, Torsten, who used to live in the Valley, saying high gas prices isn't the only issue.
For now, give them proper assistance. It backfires when you are offering such small change, you know, and I mean, you're taking that away from the rider. You say you are passing it on to the driver. The balance here has to be right.
Other core complaints being underpaid drivers, overcharged riders, and poor safety.
To be a driver, you go through a day or two background checks. Really something simple that we all do. So I think that passengers could do the same.
Stephen Moss from Phoenix says he's taking part in the driver strike, hoping it's the first step in making a difference.
It's just a day, but I mean, I think it's important.
Thank you, my brother.
Just kind of send a message that,
Thank you to you.
Ashley Paredes, ABC 15, Arizona.
And they are streaming in the stories, and a huge shout out, thank you to that driver that articulated very well why we are striking. And when they say, I used to have a house in Scottsdale, so I used to have a vacation home in Scottsdale and go up there sometimes for a month or two. I love Arizona. I've got some good roots there. I know a lot of my subscribers are from Arizona. Arizona drivers, you can always rely on me. Arizona drivers, I'll always fight for you, right? And Arizona drivers, if you can stand with me, like this gentleman here, right? Like this gentleman here. Where is he? I want to say a huge thank you to this man for speaking up and actually articulating why he is striking tomorrow. Let's talk in the house. Strike to strike, strike to strike, strike to strike. What does the little Uber gremlin say? That's it, baby. We are going to strike. Get up, stand up, strike for your rights. Get up, stand up for fuel fairness. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up and strike for safety. That's it, baby. Here we go. That's why we're striking. Get up, stand up, strike for Christina. Get up, stand up, strike for all the dead. Get up, stand up, let's save some lives today. Get up, stand up, strike on St. Patrick's Day. There we go, my friends. You got it. The rapper. I'm the new Eminem in town. Or the new Travis Scott or the new Kendrick Lamar. Show the money. That's it. Show the money. The one thing, my friends, is tomorrow I am going to guarantee you tomorrow, with all the people that are participating, around the world, they are going to lose a lot of money tomorrow because of us. They're going to lose a lot of money, right? And they mustn't act surprised. These companies mustn't act surprised, because if you neglect, right? This is what happens if you neglect. You lose 50. What happens if you neglect us? You lose 100. What happens if you neglect us? You lose a 20. What happens if you neglect us? You use another $20 trip, and 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 another $20 trip. You're going to lose a lot of 20s tomorrow, Uber and Lyft. Why? Because you neglected the people. You did not listen. And when you don't listen, we will teach you. We will discipline you. Who's going to discipline you? The millions and millions of drivers, right? So this is far from over. We're just starting. Step up for drivers. We are just starting. Step up for this driver in Phoenix, Arizona. Step up for him, right? Step up for her. Step up for him in that city. Step up for her in that city, right? Step up for Berlin. Step up for Melbourne. And all these international people that are standing with us. This is big, my friends. This is the beginning. This is the beginning, Dara Koshashawi. That's the promise. You know our history, Dara Koshashawi. You know our history. You and I, right? You know what you did. I don't forget. We don't forget. We don't forget how you're treating us. They're going to feel the greed tomorrow. Very, very well articulated, Padilla. They are going to feel the greed tomorrow. This is what happens. This is what happens when you kick people aside, when you stand on them, when you kick them, when you beat them when they're down. This is what happens. People rise up. They rise up. They rise up. They rise up. Right? People have families. People have families to feed. Right? You know, I don't just sit on my ass all day and do nothing. No, I have a family to feed. It's one of my family members. There. That's one of my family members. Right? Got to feed these little guys. Right? You have kids. You can relate to this. You know, I got to feed this little dude. Right? We're going to put food on the table. Otherwise, these little kids are not going to grow up. Right? They're not going to go to school. That's it. That's why we're fighting, my friends. We have really, really good reasons to fight. Got 113 people in the house. Getting a lot of emails. Anybody need the banners or the flyers for tomorrow? I've printed many for the LA crowd. Meet me at 1 p.m. at In and Out by the Park, LAX. I've got the media coming, right? We will hold different types of banners. We will stand for all of the drivers that have lost their lives because the companies failed them. The companies failed Christina, right? They failed her. How did they fail her? They put a thug in the car that they did not vet, they did not check. No, because they took the thug's money on a prepaid card, and then he put a bullet in the back of her head. And guess what? 4 kids don't have a mother anymore. 4 kids don't have a mother. You know? I mean, imagine my little guy didn't have his dad anymore. Right? That's what I'm fighting for, my friends. Imagine this little guy here didn't have this guy anymore. Right? Does it put things into perspective? Why are we striking? Right? That lady there, Christine, doesn't see her 4 daughters. I intend to see my sons and be part of my son's life. That is why I'm standing up, my friends. Got Slavomir's in the house. Esmeralda's in the house. Levy's in the house. Douglas is in the house. Debbie Schweigart says the CEOs are on their own, wealthy, ignorant world. They're living on their own little island, but we're gonna shake them awake, Debbie. We are rattling their cage. Make no mistake. They've heard of us. They do not like that this movement has started. They do not like it. You know, they do not like that a handful, that one channel with 50,000 subscribers can influence another 500,000 people. They don't like that. But that's our weaponry. Our weaponry is social media. Our weaponry are all the contacts. Oh, I think my FedEx truck has arrived. 1 second. Oh yeah. Packages are arriving. Packages are arriving. Packages are arriving. Boston's in the house. Glenn Turner's in the house. Welcome, Glenn Turner. Brisbane, Australia's in the house. We fight with you, Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Teenage Wasteland in the house. Stanley's in the house. We stand together. Thank you. Oh, good to see you, Stanley. Stanley in the house. Sister Gold's in the house. Brisbane. My Australian. Thank you, FedEx, for dropping off my packages. Nicole James is in the house. Good evening, Nicole James. Teenage, you're welcome. I think we got Stanley reactivated, baby. Are you making money again, Stanley? Teenage Wasteland? Are you back out there making money? Please say yes, because then I'm a happy man. If that would be music to my ears if you back out there making money again. Nicole says I'm still deactivated. Reach out to me, Nicole. I told you. Listen, we could give it our best shot, right? Can't save everyone. Peacemaker in the house. I'm on my good days. I love it. I love it. That's music to my ears, Stanley. Teenage Wasteland is back in business, baby. Back in business. Nicole, we got to get you back in business. I'm getting back to people while we are talking. Yeah, I'm getting back to people. Just got back to another reporter. They wanted the story. They got the story. We have 50 people in the house. If you have not smashed that like button, we're on 118. That's beyond impressive. Massive, massive gratitude to everyone that has circulated the stories, that has contacted their news stations, that has contacted radio stations. I'm getting emails from all around the country and overseas, and I am loving it. We're going to cost them millions and millions, and yeah, DoorDash or any of the gig companies. If you have been deactivated by any of the gig companies, we have a solid team that handles deactivations. Slick Nick says I sent you a small drawing, not perfect, but it's what Dara is. Okay. Let's see Slick Nick what he thinks of Dara. I would just draw a picture of an arsehole. You know, what does an arsehole look like? It's literally two butt cheeks, and then there's like the hole. That would be my logo for Dara. Well, we're on 120. That's impressive. Again, I just want to say thank you, everyone. Let's make a lot of noise, a lot of social media noise in these last 24 hours, because come 12 o'clock tonight, app's off, right? 12 o'clock tonight, St. Patrick's Day, app's off. So huge shout out to all of you. Anybody that needs the banners. Yeah, Nicole, let me send you a code. Nicole, I'll send you. Can you text me, Nicole? 480-393-6318. 480-393-6318. I'm looking for it here. And again, anybody that needs the banners and the flyers, hit me up, torsten@gigrocket.com. I will, I'll send them out to you. My friends, I will be at In and Out at that little park next to LAX tomorrow. Whoever can show up there maybe 10 to 1. We'll have the media there. I'll have the banners and the flyers for you. Let's get a group of people together that are also willing to do some interviews with the TV stations, right? And the 3 factors that I told them, we are striking for better fuel assistance, better safety, and better pay. Let's drive those 3 suckers home tomorrow. And let's send a loud, clear, and unanimous decision to these executive trash members that enough is enough. Just texted. I got the thing, Nick. Thank you. New York Times, want another article. Let me go here. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just getting back to reporters right now. Because the more reporters we can reach before 12 o'clock, the better, the more people we reach, right? Not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just getting in a lot of last minute interviews and sending them what they need. Banners, flyers. Some people are asking for pictures. So keep the press happy and we will have a lot of additional supporters. Very proud of this. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, you know what? I should. Let's do this. We're going to freak this guy out. This is a New York Times reporter, and we're live right now. So let me send him the link to this live feed. Right? Send him. Where's the... So, if you guys can give this guy a shout out here in the stream, Kellen Browning, New York Times, just tell him, support us. It's another New York Times reporter, Kellen Browning. There's the name right there, Kellen Browning, right? Kellen Browning. Just write his name and say, please support us, report on the strike. If you could write that right now. Kellen, K-E-L-L-E-N, Browning, like Browning. There it is. Kellen Browning. Tell the person, hey. So, mentioning you right now. Mentioning you in the live feed right now. Shout out to the New York Times. Put the New York Times, baby. Light it up. New York Times, New York Times, New York Times. Light it up, baby. Light it up. New York Times. Just light it up right there. New York Times, New York Times, New York Times, New York Times. Talking to him right now. Calling this reporter right now to come on live onto our thing. Calling that reporter, Kellen Browning. Announce yourself, Kellen. We're here. We're here and waiting. Run the story. Right? You care about the drivers. If you want to report on a real story, Kellen Browning, here it is. It doesn't get more real than this. We're striking for fuel. New York Times. New York Times. Thank you. New York Times. New York Times, support us. So it's a big one. And I love the New York Times. And Kellen Browning, you would make my day if you could run the story for us, because this is real. We're fighting for fuel fairness, we're fighting for safety, and we're fighting for better pay. Please help Kellen Browning, Kellen Browning, Kellen Browning in the house. That's it. Hispanic Jukebox says it right there. So come into our feed. Come into our feed. Telling him right now. Telling the New York Times editor right now to come into our feed. There we go, baby. Read it. We seek your support, right? So this is why. Step up, New York Times. Step up for drivers. Give us a shout out tomorrow. Going viral across all over. Florida has been running TV stations. Phoenix, LA. Everybody's jumping in. Radio stations are jumping in. New York Times just texted right now. Come into our feed, Kellen Browning, where we're here. There we go. New York Times, New York Times. Let's see you in the New York Times. Shout out to Kellen Browning. Show him it's real. Let's let him know why we're striking tomorrow. Let New York Times, Kellen Browning know why we are striking tomorrow. There we go. Yes, he said, I just took a look and heard my name. Say my name, say my name. There he is right now. Yes, I just took a look and heard my name. That's it. We appreciate you, Kellen. Even if Kellen can't come to the party for tomorrow, right? Because we're connecting with Kellen on the last day, then at least at the next strike. Because what we're doing here is we have Kellen, we have people from Berlin in the house. We have people from Brisbane, from Melbourne, and now tell Kellen where you're from. Tell Kellen where you're from. What city are you from, Marco? What city are you guys from? Tell the New York Times where you are striking, right? Anybody in New York City here? Anybody in New York? So announce where you're from, so reporters can see this is real. We're not joking around. Compton's in the house. Albuquerque's in the house. Orange County's in the house. LA's in the house. Bro Kids TV. Richard Betty's in the house. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Eugene, Oregon in the house. John Richards is in the house. Glenn's in the house. Teenage Wasteland says, come on, New York Times. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear you'll be mean. Portland, Oregon in the house. Striking in Philadelphia. Pittsburgh in the house. Futures Past, New York. Beautiful. Thank you. Even riders and customers are here. Thank you, riders. We welcome you. It's not just about the drivers. Let's make this very clear to every reporter and TV station in the world. We are not just fighting for the drivers. We want to keep the riders just as safe. We don't want the riders to be dumped with all those crazy gas costs, of which we are only getting 55 cents. Striking in New Jersey, Lancaster in the house, Houston in the house, North Carolina in the house, Triad area, Orlando's in the house. We have everyone in the house. And I'm sure Kellen Browning here said, yeah, I just took a look and heard my name. Say my name, say my name. Kellen, we said your name, right? And you can see how vocal these subscribers, this is a family of gig workers here, right? We're vocal, right? We expressing our frustrations tomorrow, right? Do the right thing, make the difference. Listen, I have nothing but gratitude for any reporter, for any media station. I like literally thank you, and thank you, because they amplify millions of gig workers' voices. It just shows us we're not alone, right? We're not alone here, but they actually listen and they care and they report. And when those CEOs read those articles and read all these messages, Lancaster, California in the house, all of these people from all corners of the United States, all corners of the globe, that were actually rising up and taking a stand. We are sick and tired of the abuse. We are sick and tired of the algorithmic manipulation by these companies, right? So you want to talk about a movement, a grassroots? Jess Barnes, high five in the house. Thank you, Jess. Dancing. Look at the little icon. Look at the little icon. I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. Yeah, Vegas in the house. Look at the little icons. We're dancing. We're joyful. Because why? Why are we joyful? Because we are so sick and tired of the of those CEOs. Jimmy Hoffa's in the house. So yeah, that's Kellen Browning. Now you understand why we are striking. We have a very, very passionate group of people that care, right? And Kellen, to give you an idea, if we can save a couple of lives going forward by starting tomorrow, right? By actually doing something tomorrow and standing for something tomorrow, and standing up for this lady, and remembering her and honoring her. And Kellen, if you don't know, this lady was shot in the back of the head in a car, in a rideshare car. She's a driver. She lost 4 children, don't have a mother anymore. That's who we're fighting for tomorrow. And we're fighting for next week, that possible driver that could be carjacked, shot, or assaulted in Philadelphia or LA or Melbourne. Guy yesterday in Melbourne got stabbed 7 times. Those are the people we are remembering and fighting for. And why do we fight? Because we want justice, right? We want justice. So You've reached a very passionate channel where sharing is caring. R.I.P. Christina. Don't ever forget her name. Don't forget all the others in the past. Never forget them. Jess Barnes, love you, appreciate you. Thank you. I'm logging out at 11:58 p.m. tonight. Yeah, 2 minutes before midnight.
St. Patrick's Day strike, March the 17th. Everyone, switch your apps off. 12 o'clock. 11:59. Switch your apps off for St. Patrick's Day, March the 17th.
Got Boise in the house. Trickster's in the house. Trickster knows why we're fighting. There's a true rideshare brother there. Trickster. Right? We go way back. Callisto's in the house. Callisto's already logged out. Callisto's already started the strike. Right? So here it is, my friends. It doesn't get more real than this. It does not get more real than this when you actually call a New York Times editor or reporter into your live feed. And then the reporter says, yes, I just took a look and heard my name. This is Kellen Browning from the New York Times. It does not get more real than that, right? And again, thank you to those reporters at the New York Times. Thank you to the Phoenix newspapers, to the LA Times, to the La Opinion, to the Chicago Times, to all of these newspapers and stations that are amplifying our story. Fantastic. We love you all. We appreciate you, we love you, and we respect you because you amplify our voices, right? Amplify our voices. Yeah, we're sick and tired of this little gremlin here. We're sick and tired of him. Trickster's in the house. Fantastic YouTuber. Go and subscribe to his channel. He's in the house right now. He's amplifying the voice. New York Times. New York Times. New York Times. Come through for us. Come through for us. Stand with us. You can see we're not making this up. Or look at all the drivers where they're coming from, right? 60 different drivers right now. I've been streaming now for 1.5 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Kellen Browning, so many drivers have died. Thank you, Debbie, for speaking the truth, right? The reporters need to hear the truth. And we're not alone. We're not alone. Nick, do a live stream and Nick, when you do a live stream, text me and I'll jump into your stream. So this stuff here, you know, one of the main reasons we are striking. And so they say, last Friday we announced a temporary fuel surcharge to help you take home more money during this unprecedented spike in gas. To take home more money. Oh my God. To take home more money. 55 cents. Whoop, whoop. Whoopity, 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 whoop. Take home more money. 55 cents. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get excited. I'm excited and I just can't hide it. I'm excited and I just can't hide it. 55 cents. How is the surcharge paid? For Uber rides, the surcharge is included in your trip fare and you'll be able to see this on your trip receipt. There it is, reading it out, right? For Uber Eats orders, you'll receive 1 daily payment for all your deliveries. Payments will reflect the prior day's deliveries. Oh my God, why are you making it so complicated? When will I be able to access my surcharge earnings? Or when will I be able to access my millions of dollars? The surcharge will go into effect today, March the 16th. Since the surcharge is included in your fare, for Uber rides, you'll have access to these earnings upon completing each trip. For orders with Uber Eats, you'll receive 1 daily payment for the previous day's deliveries. Why make it so effing complicated, right? So if you completed deliveries on March the 16th, you'll receive the surcharge payment for those deliveries on March the 17th. What? Why is the surcharge amount different for rides and deliveries? The fee is designed to account for the average trip length, which is why it varies by city and it is different for rides and deliveries. Highly confusing verbiage here, highly confusing verbiage. Uber Eats trips tend to be shorter than rides, so the surcharge amount is slightly less. Find more details on our frequently asked BS questions page. You know, they have to write us a whole love story, right? Why not just in big bold print, hey, we'll be paying you $1 for each 5 miles, right? Hey, black and white. Hey, our commitment, March the 16th, $1 for every 5 extra miles. End of story. Why do you have to write us a whole love story here, Dara? Why do you want to write all that confusing lingo? Loco. Loco in Acapulco. That's here. Loco, Dara. Loco. I have anybody that needs the banners and that for tomorrow. I've printed out many. I'm going to bring many to LA, 1 p.m. Got the banners ready for you guys. Hashtag, put it there, hashtag step up for drivers. New York Times, if you want to use a hashtag, step up for drivers. Let's get it viral. Let's have New York Times help us. Hashtag step up for drivers. I'm going to jump into my live feed over here. And from the Rideshare Professor, I'm going to write here. This is what I'm going to write. I'm going to write it right now. Here we go. Say my name, say my name. Hashtag. Here it is. Step up. Make sure I spell it correctly. Step up for drivers. There it is. Guys see it? There it is. Step up for drivers. New York Times. I love it. At New York Times. Ooh, somebody knows their social media messages very well. Strike for Rights. Thank you. G-Wagon in the house. Mark Trapoya in the house. Callista's in the house. Eustace from Fresno's in the house. Jeff Kunu's in the house. Dylan Gannon's in the house. Nicole James is in the house. Unity is the Key is in the house. Jonathan Clayton's in the house. Patrick Pitts. Shout out to Patrick Pitts. He says this is a joke, much like the ability to see the pickup and drop off location. The 70-30 split is ridiculous. Thank you, Patrick Pitts. Sending much love to Patrick Pitts. G-Wagon. Jenny in North Carolina. Thank you, Jenny in North Carolina. Carlos Villegas in the house. Teenage Wasteland in the house. Yvette Davis in the house. Levi Jolly's in the house. Slick Nick's in the house. Debbie Schweigard's in the house. Glenn Turner's in the house. Jess Barnes is in the house. Dylan Gannon's in the house. John Peck's in the house. Andrew Tugwell's in the house. Satfan's in the house. Jonathan Clayton. A lot of peeps. A lot of real drivers. Guys, thank you so much. I think our friend at the New York Times, Kellen Browning, got our message loud and clear. He understands why we are striking. He understands why we are taking a stand. Do you want to come here and just say hello to the peeps? Just pop your head in. This is my beautiful wife here. She's doing her duties. She's running around. Just give them a shout out. Say strike tomorrow.
Strike tomorrow.
Strike tomorrow. Mwah. Bye, honey. I love you. She says strike tomorrow. Shout out to Laura in the house. Woo. Shout out to Laura in the house. All right, my friends, my amigos, meine Freunde. Love and respect from California, wherever you are, coming your way. And tomorrow, we are going to, this here is Dara. This guy here is Dara Koshashawi. Dara Koshashawi, get ready. We are coming, baby. We coming, G-Wagon. Let's do it. Jabs, uppercuts, hooks. We're going to fight dirty. We know how to fight dirty. We'll fight dirty. They don't want to take care of us. We got to fight dirty, right? Bullet Image Gaming in the house is not driving tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Yvette Davis. Hell yeah, baby. I love it. 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 And tomorrow, my friends, I'm going to tell you something. Tomorrow, we are going to cost them mucho dineros they're going to lose tomorrow, because they're going to have to wake up, because they're going to lose a lot. They're going to lose millions and millions and millions and millions. Why? Because drivers and food delivery drivers have had it. They're switching off the apps tomorrow. Step up for drivers. If you haven't hashtagged it, do it now. If you haven't, go and put that in Facebook, go and put it on Twitter, and send a loud message. Anyone that can meet me tomorrow at LA, I got your posters and flyers ready. We are going to take a stand for all of those. We're going to remember all of those that have died on the job, and we're going to stop this endless carjacking. We're going to stop these murders. We're going to stop these rapes. We're going to stop these assaults. Why? Because we actually care. Because we actually care. That's why. Right? Unlike them, we actually care. Guys, you've been wonderful. I appreciate you. I'm out of here. I'm losing my voice at 101 minutes. Light it up, light it up, light it up. What are we going to cost them tomorrow? Put in your dollar emojis. What are we going to cost the companies tomorrow? Put it there. Put those little dollar emojis. Watch, I'm going to light it up here. I'm going to light it up with dollar emojis. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Light it up. This is what we're going to cost them tomorrow. Christina, rest in peace. They light it up. I'm lighting it up. This is what we're going to cost them tomorrow. See? Cash. Light it up. Put the dollar. What are you going to lose tomorrow? Light it up. Put dollars and dollar signs in there. That's what they're going to lose tomorrow. Don't want to listen? They got to feel it. G-Wagon says, light it up. Mucho dinero. Mucho, mucho, mucho dinero. Right? They're going to lose Australian dollars. They're going to lose euros. They've already lost rubles in Russia. They're going to lose American dollars. They are going to lose British pounds. Tomorrow they are going to be on the losing end, my friends. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Huge shout out, huge gratitude. Keep the energy going right through to midnight. Right through to midnight. Futures Past is lighting it up. I like it. Show me those money bags. Show me the money. Show me the money they're going to lose tomorrow. Show me the money they're going to lose tomorrow. Show me the cash they're going to lose tomorrow. That's it. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. We're striking for those 4 little children that don't have a mother anymore. We're going to strike for, we're going to strike for safety. Let's start saving lives, right? Light it up, light it up, light it up. They're going to lose a lot of dineros tomorrow. Got the American flag flying there. We cannot afford more lives lost. Amen. Thank you for saying that. We cannot afford more lives lost. Amen. And we are going to hit them in the wallet tomorrow. We're going to hit their bank accounts, and it's going to burn. Daryl's going to go, oh my God. Oh my God, what happened? Oh my God, St. Patrick's Day compared to last St. Patrick's Day. Lads, what happened? We can't even celebrate. We can't even drink any Guinness because there is no money in the accounts. Where is all the money gone? Oh my God, those people were striking. Oh my God, there's no cash in the accounts. I can't pay myself the 42 million. Oh my God, lads, we better do something. We better start listening to those drivers. Otherwise, next Patrick's Day is going to be just as bad. And we can't drink any Guinness here for the executive branch. No, lads, we're going to strike. We're going to strike you hard tomorrow. From Dublin, Kilkenny, Tralee in Ireland, we're going to send a loud message to you lads in San Francisco. No Guinness for you lads. No Guinness for those employees at Uber and Lyft. No Guinness for Tony West. No Guinness for Derek Koshawi. No Guinness for Logan Green. No Guinness for whatever your effing name is who works there. I love you all. I appreciate you. Until the next live feed, which is going to be soon. Take care, everyone. Be safe. Keep it going. Step up for drivers. Hashtag step up for drivers. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Thank you, guys. I'm out of here. I've lost my voice. I need some water. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.